Hi everyone, welcome to another tutorial on C language. Today we are going to learn about functions. Let us have some motivation before we dive into the concept. Suppose it is a summer day and you want to drink cold water. So what you do? You will take a bottle of water, you will put it inside a fridge and you get cold water after some time. Now, what happened is fridge had a task, that is to cool the water inside the bottle. So it has done its task. We do not know actual mechanism of a fridge, how it is working internally we don't know, but we just put a bottle of water and it has given cool water as output. Similarly, in C language also, a function is something which will perform a specific task. Till now we used many functions. Example, printf is a function that we have been using. So what is it doing? It is displaying whatever we have written inside the printf statement in the console. Okay. So if I write something, it is being displayed on the console because of the function printf. So it has displayed on the console. Similarly, scanf is also another function. Now let us see what is the actual code inside a printf function. So this is the code inside the printf function. Okay, it looks some 6 lines of code. It doesn't look so bad, but if you see inside the printf function, it uses another function called vfprintf. If we open that program, you see it has some 2278 lines of program. So if we want to just write a basic hello world program, if we are not using functions, we would need some 2000 lines of code here. Imagine in a program which uses some 20-30 printf statements, it will go around 6 lakhs line of code just for the print statements. And anyone who reads the program will not understand anything. Writing functions has two main advantages. One is it avoids rewriting the same code again and again. Example, this printf statement has some 2000 lines of code. We need not write the 2000 lines of code every time we want to print some statement in the console. So once it is written, you can use a single line to execute the code. The second benefit of using functions is that it is very easy to read the program. Suppose you have written a program. After 1 month, if you look at your own program, it's very difficult to understand many times. But if you are using functions, it's very easy to read and debug the programs also. Another advantage of using functions is that a big program or a big application can be split into several small functions, and different people can individually work on these small functions, and these functions can be integrated in a one large application. Now let us try to understand the syntax of a function using a small example. Let us write a function which will give the sum of three numbers. Okay, so how do we write the function? First we want to tell what is the data type of the output that we are going to return. So let us say it is a float value. Okay, this is the data type of the value that I am going to return. If I don't want to return any output, I can always write the return type as void. Then I did not write a return statement at all. Suppose I have a function void my function. I did not have a return statement here because I said that my return type is void. So basically not going to return anything. Next comes the name of the function. I can give any name. I'll write calculate sum. Now inside this brackets, I should give the inputs. Okay. So since we thought that we will find the sum of three numbers, I'll give three inputs. Let one input be x, let another input be y. We can have mixed data types. We can have integer, float, char, any data type we can have. So let us make third one as float. Okay. Now we will write the logic inside the function. So we want to find the sum of three numbers. So we'll declare a variable called sum. We'll make the sum equal to x plus y plus z. Okay. Now I want to return this output. Okay. So we'll return this output, return sum. Now let us call this function. So we'll call this calculate sum. Let us give the inputs as 2, 3 and 5.2. Now it is going to return a float value. So I need to declare a float value here. Float calculated sum. Now I'll make this equal to this function. When the function is called calculate sum, this code is executed. Okay, we have given inputs 2, 3 and 5.2. So x will become 2, y will become 3, z will become 5.2. Now the sum of these three numbers is calculated, x plus y plus z, and we are returning the output here, and that output will come and will be stored in the variable calculated sum. So this is how we normally write a function. We can check the output. Let us run this program. So it has given the sum as 10.2. It is interesting to note that in many programming languages like Python, we can return multiple values. This is valid in Python, but in C and C++, we can return only one value. So we cannot return more than one value. And also there is an important concept called call by value and call by reference. But I will cover that concept after we learn about pointers. So today we saw how to write a basic function. If any questions are there, or if there is any topic that you want me to cover, please write down in the comment section. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please subscribe.